This is the first time ever I've had a drink before noon in my life.
Every movie has that one day where nothing seems to go right. And that day is today for Serial Rabbit 7.
And if you see me between the hours of 9 to 5, I'm a dead man walking, barely alive.
We have a call time at 10.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And we're going to be an hour, at least an hour behind because we're waiting on hair and makeup. And we got to be wrapped up with these scenes at 6 so that we can, set up and get out over there to the other location. Yeah, that does just put us behind because then I don't get to experiment. I just have to plow through, just get the minimum. Just get the minimum. And
did you already get his? Was his like a real quick one?
His is real quick as she's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm connecting the two shots. I'm connecting the two shots. We didn't know where Lana's house was going to be, and I had already shot the scene with Klaus and Johnson where Johnson picks up Klaus. So we had already kind of seen my house. So I was looking around trying to figure, okay, well, where am I going to shoot this scene? And I was editing the Klaus and Johnson scene. Klaus walks off to the left, and I thought, wait, what if Lana then comes out of the house? We can use my house again. In order to make that match, we had to bring Steve back to play Klaus just to walk across the screen and marry it because it was a different day. So we were able to save time and get the location, use the same location again, by coming up with that idea and just having to bring Steve out for that one shot real quick.
So I was told that I was going to be here at 10 a.m. and I just had a little scene to shoot. It was going to be maybe 15 minutes of me just doing a walk. It was a transition with Joanna coming out of the house with a chair, and I just walked by. And that was my whole thing for the morning. But we were on pause a little bit. She wanted to make sure that she got her hair and makeup done and everything exactly as she wanted it. But that gave me the opportunity to talk to Brett, talk to Joey. Joey was actually talking about the Werecow outfit and how he came to make it, and I thought that was really awesome. So it was still a learning experience. And when the time came to actually shoot, it was an hour and a half later than expected, but that was okay. And probably I'd say it took me about 5 minutes, 2 takes, 5 minutes, and that was, my part was done.
The movie itself is Serial Rabbit 7, Critical Rabbit Theory. Yeah. And then Serial Rabbit 9 is the movie that they're watching at the beginning. Serial Rabbit 9, the second to last one. Mm-hmm. And then I had to come up with the one because they start the movie and we get Serial Rabbit 6 credits. People are going to be so confused as to what movie they're watching. But I figured out what it's going to be. So, like, hair, and subscribe.
Nice.
So what do we do?
We die.
Sometimes Serial Rabbit is just about how stupid you can get.
No, it's so great.
You got that right on the nail. I mean,
I freaking love it. It's so cool seeing it come together from the script.
How we doing over there?
That would be really cool to do.
We're almost done. Thank you.
On the first shoot, we had a shoot with Klaus and Johnson, who were in the car, and they used the gecko mount to actually be driving the car, so you actually got the movement. Another method is to do what we're going to do now, which is the green screen. When you have actors that you don't want driving in the actual scene, and you don't want to take the risk of that, that's a safety thing. And also, like in Serial Rabbit 5, they were making out in the car. We didn't want them doing that actually driving. So what we're going to do this time, we'll have the green screen in the background. Will probably be held by Joey or somebody. So we use our gecko mount, but it's just two suction cups. Okay. Press in and then you lock it down, and it sticks really well to windows. Push in, lock it down. Same thing on this one. Push the button, lock it down, and it is good to go. Another very good tip for filmmakers is to go and download the B&H app.
Yeah.
The B&H app will have daily deals, and these especially you can get for real cheap sometimes. Sometimes they're for $30. And they do an incredible job. It's almost one of those things you really need to have in your filmmaker kit.
What is your name, my fabulous friend?
Bay.
Christian,
Christian. Okay.
what's up?
Come look at
¿Qué
his
pasó,
Lego
mi amigo?
plans.
One will probably read the dialogue, and the other will actually be puppeting the chair a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So who wants to do what?
I'm good either way.
I'll puppet your chair.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll be behind us outside. You're reading the chair lines.
Okay.
She's going to start with that.
Look at who has come back into my life. Mwah.
I'm ready to go, baby.
Now, I know many of you are wondering what happened to the supercharged Office Made 2004 with lumbar support. Well, we're still seeing each other.
You don't need to whisper it because he knows that you're still seeing.
Okay.
So you can just announce it. Yeah, we're still seeing each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so don't even do this. Okay.
And have him talk this way, blah blah blah, and he'll be talking behind. And you won't actually want to touch this because it might shake the camera a little bit. And then I'll hold the green screen in the back. Okay. If you want to puppet that.
See my chair. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, since you just got in, I'm not gonna green screen.
Okay.
It just makes more sense to. She's just sitting in the parking lot.
talking,
She's
yeah.
just sitting there talking. I thought it'd be funny if she was driving while she was live streaming.
yeah.
But this will be easier to just do that.
I have a big surprise for you all. Look at who has come back into my life.
That's right, everybody. I'm back. As you can see, I've really been working on myself.
I'm puppeteering a chair right now.
Okay, let me get in there and check the gate.
Okay.
That came from a short film that Brett did previously called The Chair. Somewhere along the line, he thought it would be funny to bring that chair back as a character, and I just think it was hilarious. It's just so completely out there. Has no business being in a real movie, but there it was, and it worked unbelievably.
Guess who's back? Back again. It's me. I'm the one who's back.
I had a very hard time watching somebody interact with that thing seriously. But then again, the person that was interacting with it has some experience at interacting with that particular chair, so it was very odd. It was odd, but it worked.
The movie The Chair was inspired by a moment where I was throwing away an old chair. And I was in an apartment at the time, and I put it out by the dumpster. A couple hours later, I went to my sliding glass door and opened up the door, and the damn chair was outside the balcony down on the street, and it looked like it was frickin' looking at me. And that spawned this idea in my head of this chair that was stalking the person that threw it away. And it was originally conceived as sort of a horror film. Like I said in the production meeting, I can't do horror. It always turns into a comedy. And that's where The Chair came from. We do have to take a break every now and then if somebody's in a hot car like this, let them cool down. I'm running into that problem right now, as a matter of fact, with the camera. The camera has overheated and it's not letting me record until I cool it down, which is why I started up the car. I just got it here in front of the air conditioner. Okay. I am concerned that I wanted to make sure that it did record the last take. It did, so we're good on that. The longest scene is that first one.
Right.
The other ones are just so let's get that knocked out and we'll be good. So get that, when you got those lines down, then we'll start shooting.
Okay. Well, I showed up on my time. It was about an hour and a half after were supposed to have already been filming and hadn't even started yet.
That was me. I thought I'm in these sweaty clothes. May I change into my wardrobe?
Yes.
Next scene. That way we'll get into character. We'll do the hugging thing.
That was a little frustrating.
Ready to jam.
Uh,
So we'll get into wardrobe. Okay, so obviously
It was a little frustrating to say the least.
And then okay, fabulous.
Yeah.
Could we turn on a light in here, please? Oh, I don't want to break any of your stuff. Okay, thank you. Awesome.
Joey, that card you want me to dump? We're just dumping the footage, getting the footage that Joey had shot last weekend, and we're just dumping it. So any chance we get, so sometimes he'll put it up on Google, and I'll just download it there. But since he's here, it's just a lot easier, a lot faster to just dump it right from the card onto my drive. Hanson's Day, we were at Hanson's screening, so that's why I'm calling it that. Mm-hmm. I've got a folder called Christian camera and now one Joey camera. if it's separated in that, then I can dump it to, I can drop it into Pluralize along with the audio, and it syncs it all up automatically. But I can't mix your camera with his camera, and it gets all messy. So if I've got your camera, his camera, and then all the audio in another folder, and I just drop in the 3 folders, and that's all syncs up.
Oh, I got you something.
You did? What?
The first character that you see is just a everyday guy that's living in sort of a dystopian, sort of thought-controlled world, and he's bored. And he's got a fixation on these serial rabbit movies.
These movies are so gross. Why do you like them so much?
And when he decides he wants to watch another one, he finds out there are no more. So he kind of uses an AI in a way that isn't really looked brightly on by the government to make an illegal version of a movie that he's a fan of.
I want a Serial Rabbit sequel.
Time frame?
Let's make it after the 5th one. I want to see what happens when he goes back into the Old West.
Chris was not going to originally play him, but we had a tough time kind of finding an Edward. I think I've used up all my favors for other people. And then I was looking around because I did want, because I had some, like Nikki threw some people at me. Hey, what about this person, that person? But I wanted somebody that I could trust with the one line.
Desired characters?
Put you and me in it. I want to be the main guy.
I mean, the whole movie's changed now because now it's, now it's just the character that's built in there. So, that came from a necessity, but I think it works out and makes it even funnier and goofier. That this is what the movie the guy wants to put himself into.
It tied the whole thing together for me. Now I'm not just some random character in the film. Now I'm sort of the reason for the film.
And at what point, Brett, do you want me to stand up?
You did. When you say you did, kind of you stand up with excitement. You did.
That's when I do. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Setting my Tascam to record off of the boom rather than the microphones that are built in. Inbuilt. And then I have a second mic up here that's close to them. Because you don't hug them until after you've done the spin and everything.
Okay,
so stand, you did, and just wait, and then we'll glitch you out, and then that'll be a cut. And then we'll continue on from there. You change, and then you can hug them after you say I could hug you. Then you hug, and it'll be kind of a fake hug, kind of like because you can't. You're a hologram. You can't really touch them. So just kind of pretend to hug them.
Okay. So don't spin yet. I'm not going to spin until the next outfit.
Yeah, you won't spin until the next outfit.
Okay.
So if you just want to run it a couple times up to that point, then we can shoot it. Joey.
Yep.
Give me that light.
Light.
Why do you like them so much?
It's cathartic. Keeps me from going out and becoming a real serial rabbit.
Oh, I love it so much.
As we're going along, since I'm getting like a shot of Johanna, and I know that I've already got the angle that I'm going to be using of her in one shot, I can move around and readjust my shot because I know I'm not going to take it and I don't have to call cut. I just let them keep going, readjust my shot, and I'm ready to go again when she gets that line that I know that I'm going to take. Okay. So it's all right to move your camera around a little bit if you know that you've already got the coverage or you're going to be shooting something else, shooting a different angle on another take.
Then we had another scene where we had to have cops bust in, arrest main character. I was here, I was already mostly in black, so like under the Klaus getup, so I was like, I'll do it, just put a mask on me, and I stepped in for that.
This is Stephen Klutz behind this mask again, by the way. But yeah, position was needed, unmasked, you can fill in.
Well, let's see, it's 1:30 now. We want to wrap up between 5 and 6, and so we got a little bit of a late start. We got the outside stuff that went by really fast. We had the issue with the camera heating up earlier today. We did have the change of me just not wanting to have to deal with the green screen. Initially, Johanna's character was going to be driving, and I was going to use the green screen like she was live streaming while she was driving. But again, that came down to a practicality thing. Let's get it done. We don't need to do that. And I wasn't even sure how that green screen would work out because of how bright it was and where we would have to position it in the back and the reflections of the rear window. So I just, rather than deal with that, I just skipped it and just had her sitting in the park, sitting in the driveway. This kind of stuff is not action oriented, so the angles and everything aren't that important. I just got my wide shots and my medium shots of each of you, And then I did forget to put my Xbox in there, so I'll just easily be able to fix that with just getting a close up of you putting the drive in, because I didn't want to put a sticker on.
Right.
I was going to create a sticker and put it on, but I'm just going to do that in post. So we just have to make sure that everything's steady, and it would just pick up an insert shot of you putting the USB, stick in there sometime, and that'll be that. It's all I needed on that. And then we broke for lunch, having a little bit of bite to eat, and that's about it. That's where we're at. For Joey.
Yep.
It's laying behind you.
And Steve.
Am I being a merc or something?
No, you need to fly the drone.
Oh, okay.
And then Jake had to go handle something, so I said I'd step in for him being a merc or something. So
okay, cool.
Just need wardrobe, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll show him if you want.
Yeah, do you want to show him? And he should be fine with what he's got, because the vest will cover up that, cover up the shirt. Hey, come on, you guys. No, stop. Wait. No.
Bye, sweetheart. I'll see you when you get back. Thanks again for the new clothes. So be here next Saturday.
No, it won't be here. It'll be somewhere else. We're still looking for the location.
Somewhere
So I'll
else,
have to
10
let you
a.m.
know.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to let you know what the location is. We're still trying to find it.
And it'll be 10 to 6 on Saturday.
Yes, whatever was on the schedule.
Okay.
I don't remember what the schedule had for you on there, but yeah, I know I'm there
Okay.
at 9, 8 or 9. But, I got other things I think to shoot before then.
Okay, for her. And then also for the pigtail, did you want me to bring back like when I'm saying, okay, I waited years for my vengeance,
Mhm.
and now do you want me to have the pigtails again?
It'll depend on time. We'll have to look and see where, ideally yes,
Okay.
but I have to look at the time as we're shooting to see if we'll have time to do it.
Okay. I can start earlier next time as well, and just have. I was thinking like the pigtails. So remember when Lana was
When
in
she
the
was
turquoise
searching it,
outfit?
yeah.
So I'll be like, no, I'm not Lola. I'm her twin. So that was my twin sister. I wear your so I could have the pigtails.
Yeah.
And then do you want me in the same nightie, the cute little nightie?
No, it's just the same. It's just the same outfit. I mean, because it's just Lana from then on out.
The gang has made it through the first half of day number 6 of production, and it hasn't gone well. Now they're headed to their second location. Can they regroup and bring it all together? It's a long shot.